listening to Noticing Radio.
Sorry about what?
Go. And we're here. It's Max Gamer. Zombie here. What about you, Enigma?
What's up, guys? Sorry, we're trying to kind of figure this out. I've got Zombie over here doing the actual, broadcasting for today. So I'm kind of in a lost daze over here for trying to figure out what's going on. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I did not know that we were on, so welcome to Max Gamer Podcast. Max Gamer Podcast, not Max Gamer Podcast. Wow, that was horrible. It is episode 3.
Horrible.
It is episode 3, Saturday, February 11th, 2012. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great weekend, everything like that. And yeah, that's how it's going to work out this week, guys. We got some great topics for you this week. We got the Xbox 720 rumors that we got. Skyrim Creation Kit came out this week as well. If it's even going to be called, yeah. We don't know because it's not scheduled to be released. I mean, they were talking about releasing it or at least unveiling it this year, but then they were like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I don't really want to do that. I'm too lazy. But yeah, we've got a rumor on that. We've got the Skyrim Creation Kit that we're going to be covering today, and then we got some Blizzard versus Valve and Diablo 3 as well. So it's going to be an action-packed show today, guys. I hope you guys are excited for it. What about you, Zombie? You excited for this?
Oh, I'm extremely excited for this. I'm also excited to give away a copy of Dirt 3 to somebody today as well.
Yeah, we're not sure what we're going to do about that, but if you guys can get us listeners, did you figure it out? Did you figure out what you wanted to do?
I think what I want is I want people to go to our Facebook and click like, and then we're just going to select at random somebody that liked our Facebook.
So there you go. If you guys go to our Facebook, which is facebook.com/MaxGamerPodcast, and click like on us, we're going to be selecting randomly people today that have liked our Facebook. Do you want to do it on Twitter as well, or do you just want to do Facebook?
Let's just do Facebook right now.
All right. Well, then just go to the Facebook, click like on it. It's just as easy as that. We'll be picking a random person that has liked our Facebook, and you will be getting a free copy of Dirt 3. So that's how it's going to work, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Like I said, you guys can also check out our Twitter feed, which is twitter.com/MaxGamerPodcast, as well as our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/MaxGamerPodcast as well. And if you guys want to go and check out our our website, it's max-gamer.com. There you can also get a hold of our shop, which we are looking really to try and hype up because, I mean, we've had a bunch of people go to our shop and look at our t-shirts, but unfortunately nobody has bought the t-shirts. So I just want to really quickly point out for this week being Valentine's Day, this next upcoming week being Valentine's Day on the 14th, we do have a Valentine's Day themed t-shirt out right now. You want to tell them a little bit about that, Zombie?
Yeah, it's a red t-shirt that says, I was an adventurer like you, and then I fell in love. Kind of sappy, I know. But it came out of my brain because I was playing some. Actually, I was watching some Arrow to the Knee jokes, and I said,
hey, look at that! We already got one person.
Awesome.
This is gonna be a good one, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much all you got to do. Just go over to our shop as well. I mean, we've got some great stuff. We've got our Fusro motherfucking Da t-shirt over there. We've got the new one for this week on Valentine's Day. That is actually discounted. It's down to $12, which we discounted for you guys. But if you also go over and press, I think you can enter a promotional code, which is RED2012. You also get I believe it's an additional $4 or something like that, $8, something like that. I can't remember what it was.
I thought it was like 10%, something like that.
It might have been.
But it's still a cheap t-shirt, kind of sappy, but it's still also cool. And you can also buy your lady one too, or ladies, you can buy your man one because I did get them in both male and female sizes.
Exactly.
Both of them are red with white text saying that you were an adventurer and then you fell in love.
It's actually, I was an adventurer like you, and then I fell in love. Yes. Oh, snickety snap, guys. Anyways, like I said, go check that stuff out. That's all we're asking. We would like to get you guys' opinion on the show as well, so if you guys want to email us at MaxGamerPodcast, you can get a hold of us at enigma@max-gamer.com or zombie@max-gamer.com. Tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like, and we'll try and, we're trying to always constantly make the podcast better because really we can't make it better without our listeners' input. This is how it goes. So, anyways,
exactly.
you want to get started out with this stuff, man? I mean, we've been talking for about 7 minutes, and I think it's going to be a good show, dude. I really do. So let's start out. Let's get this thing rolling.
I hope it's going to be a good show, and the thing that would make it better is if somebody bought a T-shirt by the end of the show.
If somebody buys a T-shirt by the end of the show, that would be fan-effing-tastic. Let's just put it that way. But anyways, let's get right into it, guys. I mean, Xbox 720. Like we said, we don't really know if that's going to be the name of the actual, the actual console. That's just what everybody's rumoring it to be. It's going to be Xbox 720 because the current one is Xbox 360. So it's a whole new level of Xboxization, So
yeah,
they're
just
making
360 doubled. Yeah. That's all it is. 720.
Doubled.
You know how
That's
it
all it
goes.
is.
But
they're saying the Xbox 360 or the Xbox 720 is going to be rumored to have a touchscreen controller. Now that's kind of a cool thing. I mean, I've always liked the the actual idea of a touchscreen, but then again, I don't like the idea of a touchscreen because my phone gets fucking fingerprint smudges all over the damn place. I mean, literally, I'm holding it right now, and I can hold it in the sun, and it looks nasty.
Oh yeah, mine too. And when you're playing those like little shooter games on your phone when we're on the road and you're bored and I'm driving or I'm bored and you're driving or whatnot, it really, just the response time, it's good, but for some reason I always find myself dying, and not because of my, lack of skill, but because my fingers or the fingerprints or the oils of my fingers or something like that is just not, reading, the touchscreen's not reading it.
Hey, zombie.
It's
zombie. Zombie. It's not that. It's just because you suck at shooters. Oh!
I don't think that's it. Like
Ouch.
I said, I don't think it's due to lack of skill. I really do think that it's due to the response time. But it could be the lack of skill.
No, it really is. It's one of those things that the response time on these touchscreens has never been very good. I mean, the phones are really nice because they actually do try and make it a little bit more sensitive to the touch and such. But I mean, it is one of those things where I don't really like playing on mobile devices like that just because of the touchscreen, because it can be so touchy, and because they've got the multi-touch, so you can have I got big old sausage fingers, I got big old gorilla fingers. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I got some big old fans. My hands were built for destruction. They were not built for creation. That's just how it works.
Exactly.
I mean, I hold my freaking phone in my hands right now, right? And I'm just sitting there playing it, and literally I will die because my left thumb gets in the way of my right thumb, and then I'm like, no, and then I leave. I'm like, whatever. I don't need shit.
So what you're saying, Enigma, is that you need a controller the size of an iPad.
I do, dude. I need a phone size of an iPad. For real, dude. And
actually, I saw a lady using a Samsung Galaxy S tablet as a phone. It was a little short Asian lady, and it was hilarious.
her freaking phone is like the size of her face. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
But yeah, the report just says that new rumors suggest the next generation of Xbox may have a touchscreen controller. According to a report from Xbox World Magazine, the controller will be an HD screen surrounded by a traditional 360 button and stick layout. Now that's kind of cool in my own opinion, because I have an Xbox. Me and you both pretty much came from console gaming Xbox. Well, actually, we didn't come from console gaming Xboxes. We came from the PC. But that was pretty much our first console that we really hardcore gamed on. Was Xbox 360, and I love the Xbox 360 buttons. The button scheme on the Xbox 360. It's
and the stick layout. That's what I like
it's
about
stick
it.
layout.
One higher than the other.
It far surpasses any other kind of console, controller layout that I've ever played with. The PS3 is nice. The only thing that I don't like about the PS3 is that the PS3 has not changed their console, or not their console. They've not changed their controller layout in 7. Ever since the first PlayStation, they have not changed. It's the same exact. It's the same exact controller, just with a freaking rumble pad in it, and possibly one of those tilt sensitive things, so you can use the
axis. Yeah, the 6-axis.
That's my only issue with the PS3's controller schemes, is they've not changed it since the first original PlayStation. And
you do know what they say though. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah, I get it.
It's a rock solid.
It is a rock solid controller, but then again, so is the PlayStation 3. Or I'm sorry, the Xbox 360's controller.
360s, yeah.
Yeah, the Xbox 360's controller is solid. When I have that thing in my hands, it's solid. It actually feels like I'm holding something that's not going to fucking break if I just kind of squeeze it. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's how I feel when I'm holding the PlayStation 3 controller. I feel that I can break it by just kind of putting some pressure on it. I don't know why. You know,
Gotta get a pink one.
yeah, I got to get a pink one. Obviously, Zombie
Yeah.
plays with a pink PlayStation 3 controller.
Oh,
Don't
I
ask
love
me why. Don't ask me why. I don't know
'Cause I
why.
can see the buttons.
I don't know why he plays with pink controller. I don't know. Maybe he's up for breast cancer. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is he plays a pink controller, and I'm like, really, really, dude, really, what?
And then I kill you, and then you know that you got killed with a pink
You
controller.
have never killed me, all right? If you have ever killed me, it has been by accident, and I haven't even been watching you, and it has been a team kill. That's the only way you have ever killed me.
I have shot rockets at you guys several times.
Exactly. Well, anyways, going on with this report, I mean, it says right here, the magazine does go on to state that the controller could be a remote control for watching your TV, a browser on your internet, and it also comes up with extra buttons and information when you're playing a game or a portable display, such as that. So basically, it's going to be kind of a tablet from what it's looking like. It's going to be kind of a multitasking tablet of sorts. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm interpreting out of this.
It could be kind of nice to have something like that, because then you could have like the tablet portion be your mini map, so you don't actually have to pull up a map and you know, block your way. You could actually see the map in your hands and then be walking around with it and stuff like that, you know. So that might be kind of what they're trying to get to, is not necessarily using the tablet as a means of extra buttons and stuff, but just like a heads-up display, mini map, and extra information screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
again, this is also just a rumor, so there's no pictures yet. They're saying that the console is going to be heavily integrated with the Kinect, and you know how the Kinect is. You are the controller, so I don't know what's going to happen. You know?
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen either. It's going to be. It sounds like it's promising. It really does. But then again, it just sounds like it's just Microsoft coming out with the same old thing, just like they did with Kinect. They said the Kinect was going to be the next greatest thing, and then nobody uses Kinect that I know of, at least. They have like no games out for the Kinect. It's the most retarded thing that I've ever seen. It really
and the
is.
ones that they do have out for it are not that fun to play.
Exactly. They're like kiddie games and shit. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's our that's a real quick update on the Xbox 720. That's just and again, guys, that's just a rumor. We're not entirely sure if this is even possibly even correct. The source for that was Xbox World Magazine via CVG. You guys can go and check it out if you want to. If you don't want to, wait till the 720 gets announced, which will probably not be until 2013 because they're not going to do it this year at E3 or anything like that. So you guys are going to have to wait for a while. But
Yeah,
so,
unfortunately, sad but true.
sad but true indeed. Sad but true.
So,
Great song by Metallica.
yes,
So-
yes, it is.
I don't know if you guys have heard as well. Skyrim's creation kit just barely got released this last Tuesday. Finally, after 4 months worth of sitting there waiting for the goddamn creation kit, they finally released it. You know, so that we can start fixing all of their bugs that they conveniently forgot to fix during the development of the actual game. So that's kind of cool. I like the creation kit. I took a look at it, you know, and I also like what they integrated in with the the not the console but the PC gamers. The PC gamers for Bethesda's games have always had it made for them. I mean, really, they have. Console games have never had the integration with the modding community that the PC has because they don't have the option to do the modding community. They've never had that option, you know? And that's one thing that I think that if Bethesda wanted to continue to move forward, I think they really need to integrate the modding community with the console games just a little bit more.
I totally agree on that.
Yeah, it's
I
one of those.
totally agree.
It's one of those things that they release such a vast game. They release a huge game, and the creators of the game cannot get every single bug in there. You know, they just can't. It's virtually impossible for them to fix every bug. They would literally have to develop it for 20 years before they could actually release it, and even then they'd still have patch updates. You know, because everything. It's a constant moving world. It's always breaking. Something is breaking in the game every second that you play it. So
And that's primarily due to not necessarily programming though, but because it is the PC, you know, and
It
stuff
is,
like
yeah.
everybody's computer's different.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Even between your computer and mine, is as close to identical as they are, there might be something there.
Exactly.
That just doesn't
it's
work.
it's gonna happen. You can't get rid of bug fixes and such. But what you can do is you can release the Skyrim mod community's version of the map editor and such. They've got the creation kit, and one thing that I found was kind of cool is that Skyrim has teamed up with I believe it's who was it? I can't remember. What do you remember? It was a GeForce.
Yeah, it's
NVIDIA? Was it
actually
NVIDIA?
teamed up
Yeah.
with-
They've
they
teamed-
actually teamed up with Skyrim Nexus.
Yeah, they teamed up with Skyrim Nexus, NVIDIA and Skyrim Nexus, as well as the actual Skyrim. I don't think the Skyrim Nexus are the guys that brought out the creation kit. I'm pretty sure that was actual
That was actually Bethesda.
But Skyrim
But
Nexus,
Skyrim
if you
Nexus.
don't know what Skyrim Nexus is a hub for all of Bethesda's mods. Basically, you can go in there and you can go to Oblivion Nexus, you can go to Morrowind Nexus, and now they've got the newest version, which is Skyrim Nexus, which is just like a cluster of mods that the users have created, and they've actually teamed up with NVIDIA. And they're doing a contest for the most what am I trying to say? The best mod out there. They're doing a contest currently for people to try and make the best mod for Skyrim out there. And why don't you tell them a little bit about what the prize is, Zombie?
Okay, well the prize is it's a one-off GeForce GTX 560 Ti graphics card made by PNY, and then it's also a one-off custom painted NZ XT Tempest 410 computer, basically with that case in it, that has the Skyrim graphic, custom painted. It's a Core i5 2500K liquid cooled system with 16 gigs of RAM. It says it actually has 2 of those video cards in it, so
It's got 2 of them.
yeah, it's running an SLI. It's got a
And they're
thermal tape.
special. They're GeForce GTX 560 Ti special Skyrim editions. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they've got
As of right
updated
now-
graphics on them or what, but I mean, as of right now, I think they're just regular 560 Ti's.
I think it's actually the card itself has a sticker on it that has Skyrim on it.
If that's the case, then I would not buy these, because they're probably slapping a price tag on these special Skyrim editions if they're going to be selling them, and they're going to be selling them. They say that these are
Oh, yeah.
one-offs,
They'll-
but
They
for
say
a
they're
fact,
one-offs right now.
yeah,
but-
for a fact that here in like a month they're going to be like, oh hey, look everybody, it's the special Skyrim edition 560 Ti.
Oh, yeah,
And
let's
then they're
buy
gonna
it,
they're
you
gonna
know?
slap a freaking $900 price tag on this thing and be like, oh,
Probably.
it's a special edition Skyrim. It plays Skyrim better than every other freaking video card out there, and when it really doesn't, it plays it just the same as a $600
Exactly.
$400 GeForce. Like I don't know.
But-
I think I have a 460. Don't I have a GTX 460 in mine?
GTX 460, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and it plays
But-
it perfectly. I love it.
oh yeah, but here's the thing though, if you have the creation kit and you create a good mod, you can get a chance to win this system for free.
Exactly.
And
Some
that
of the-
gives
some
them
of
a
the other-
chance to win.
Yeah, some of the other things on there. It's got an Intel C68 motherboard in there. It's
Yeah,
got a
that's a pretty
Thermaltake.
rock-solid chipset.
Yeah, it's got a Thermaltake Tough Power Grand 850 watt power supply, which is a freaking
More than enough power.
gigantic power supply. It's got more than enough. Exactly. It's got a 120 gigabyte Kingston HyperX SSD drive for it, which is a nice driver.
Zero S drive.
Yep, your OS drive. It's got a hard drive, a data hard drive of 1 terabyte, 7200 RPM hard drive, which is huge.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's got a Blu-ray in there, doesn't it? A rewriter.
Yeah, Blu-ray rewriter drive.
And
Like
then
LG.
it's got Microsoft Windows 7 Home Premium on there already installed. So you basically get a phenomenal system for making a mod that they provide the tools for. You just have to provide time.
You just have to provide your imagination.
Exactly.
And creativity. So
It says
make
right
whatever's
here.
in your head.
It says right here. The Skyrim PC is worth $2,000. The system is like worth an actual $2,000, but I can guarantee you it's way more than that. If you were like trying to buy actual pricing for it, like
Oh yeah.
pricing it, it's probably a $3,000 $4,000 PC. I'm not sure. I'm not the PC guy.
It's probably about $2,000 retail price, but you could probably build this machine yourself without the Skyrim Special Edition video cards and stuff like that for considerably cheaper. But like I said, do you want to spend money on this computer or just give yourself a chance to win? You know, if you're a modder and you can do something, you know, enter in. You know, see what happens.
Yep, exactly. And here is one of the things that I love about the Skyrim community. All right, the actual article here says the gaming mod has a long history dating back to the days of Doom. It's embraced. You know, people have embraced modding communities. They really have. It's over 10,000s. They give you tens of thousands of free mods that add new quests, new heroes, new graphics, a whole lot more, all that stuff. You know, but the latest Elder Scrolls release launched on 11/11/11. That's like what, 4 months ago, if that.
Yeah.
Right.
They're about.
It already has over 6,000 mods in the Skyrim Nexus. 6,000 mods, and that's before they released the creation kit. So
Wow.
they've not had any type of creation kit at all, and they've still been pumping out mods. That right there is what I love about the modding community for some of these games is their ingenuity and the fact that they do not give up is ridiculous. So
Yes.
but yeah, definitely go and check that out, guys. I mean, if you guys have any type of modding experience at all, and I don't even think you need that, dude. You just need to go and download the Skyrim Creation Kit and watch a couple of YouTube videos on how to freaking work the damn thing. And you're set. You can enter to win for this awesome PC. It's a great PC. It looks really nice. I just barely posted the URL for it inside the TeamSpeak. And if you guys aren't here on the TeamSpeak with us, you guys can go to www.nordisoulradio.com and click on the chat button. There you can enter your own little personalized tag and such, and then you can come and join us here in the chat, and you can see all the stuff. I mean, we got a couple people in here talking. We got LOL Gamer, we got Lord WizKid, Space Cakes. All those guys are here. So if you guys want to come and join us, it's a great time. So definitely go and check that out, though, because that gaming PC is a monster, like literally a monster.
Yes, it's a beast, and those video cards used to be GTX 560 Ti's until they got a Skyrim sticker slapped on their knee.
I love Laugh Out Loud Gamer's recent comment. Somebody should make a mod that turns adventurers into guards when you shoot them into the knee.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, that would be fucking hilarious.
LOL Gamer, you might win that PC. Do it.
Do it, dude. Go and use the creation kit to make a mod that when you shoot adventurers or anything really in the knee, it becomes a guard. So, anyways, that's about it for this section. One real quick thing. If you guys want to contact us again, you can contact us at Enigma at max-gamer.com or zombie at max-gamer.com. We are offering to communities the chance to get their word out here on Nordic Soul Radio and on Max Gamer podcast. So if you guys would like to hear a professional sounding advertisement, we are able to make those. If you got a community, you got a forum community, a gaming community, anything like that, get in contact with us. We'd be happy to do an advertisement for you guys. Those would be totally free. We just like to get the words out and such. We like to get listeners from those communities, and we like to get you guys community members to those communities. So if you guys want to get a professional sounding advertisement out of us, contact us at Enigma at max-gamer.com or zombie at max-gamer.com, and we can see what we can do for you guys, all right? As of right now, I think we're going to go into a quick music break. We will be right back right after this music and a short advertisement from Nordic Soul Radio. So stay tuned here, guys. Max Gamer Podcast. I'm Enigma. That's Zombie. And you guys are listening to it tonight, Saturday. I believe it's the 11th of November, isn't it? It's February.
I believe it is.
11th of February. November. 11/11/11. See, I got Skyrim on the mind.
Yep, exactly.
So stay tuned here, guys.
You are listening to Nordic Radio.
Now,
What's up,
everybody?
What's up, people? It's Enigma, Zombie, Max Gamer Podcast. Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that song. That was I Get By Everlast. Everlast is a good artist. I love that guy, man. He's a great freaking artist. Seriously.
I like him too.
He's got the soul. He's got the soul deep down inside. You know what I'm saying? He's a brother. He's a brother from another mother. That's right. Anyways, guys, again, welcome back, Max Gamer Podcast. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. Again, if you guys want to, go over to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Max Gamer Podcast, and like our Facebook page. We are going to be giving out a free copy of Dirt 3 to any of, a random individual that has liked our podcast, or liked our Facebook today. So right now we've only got one person that's done it. So whoever that person is that liked the Facebook page, you're looking pretty good on getting that free copy of Dirt 3 right now because nobody else has gone over there. So again, if you guys would like a free copy of Dirt 3, go over to Max Gamer Podcast on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Max Gamer Podcast, and like us because we really will. We'll give you a free copy of Dirt 3. It's just that simple. I know it's hard to beat. I know it's too good to be true, but we're just that nice. We really are. So
one lucky individual gets a free copy. That's
right, guys. That's right. And of course, while you're going to our Facebook page, go to our Twitter page, which is twitter.com/Max Gamer Podcast, and follow us on that. Also, go and subscribe to us over at YouTube at youtube.com/Max Gamer Podcast as well. I'm getting to the point where I'm talking too fast. My brain can't keep up with my brain can't keep up with my lips. So therefore, I stumble over my words and such. It's kind of hard to do that. My brain moves too slow sometimes. It really does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh man. Anyways, again, welcome back, Max Gamer Podcast. We're gonna go right on into it. Our first official story today on this second break. I should say it's not our first official story because we've already had two. But our first official story for after the break is going to be about Blizzard versus Valve for the fight for Dota 2. Basically, what's going on is the Blizzard. I don't know. I'm going to give you a little bit of a background on Dota. Okay, Dota basically means Defense of the Ancients. It was a mod that came out after Warcraft 3: Reigns of Chaos and Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne came out. It was a mod for Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne that basically took the characters from Warcraft 3 and pitted them against each other in sort of a tower defense game. It's similar to LoL and it's similar to Han. I personally like it a lot more. I did a review on Dota 2 last episode, I believe. So if you guys want to go and check that out, go to our Facebook, or not our Facebook, our YouTube page.
YouTube.com/Max Gamer Podcast.
Yep, you can go and check that out. You can go check that out. The video is annotated now. We're going to try and annotate the video so you guys don't have to listen to an hour worth of us just going, We're annotating them so that you guys can actually skip forward to the parts that you would like to listen to. So go and check out Max Gamer Podcast Episode 2, Season 1, and you can get straight to the annotation and go to the Dota 2 review. But basically what Dota is, like I said, is just a tower defense game that was a mod for the original Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne, which later was picked up by Blizzard. All right, now what Blizzard has done to it is they are actually currently trying to work on Dota 2. All right, now Dota 2 has a little bit more polished graphics and such. They're currently in beta, so they're almost released. I don't know exactly what the date is for release, but they're almost there. They really are. And we've just got another person to like us on Facebook. So there you go, buddy.
Oh, it's a 50-50
It's a 50-50 shot, bro. It's a 50-50 shot. But yeah, basically what's going on right now is that Blizzard and Valve are currently in a war with each other over the word Dota. Okay, basically what's going on is Valve, as I said before, they're making Dota 2. So everybody knows that. Everybody knows already that Dota 2 is in the works to be made right now. But what Blizzard is actually wanting to do is they're wanting to take that name, Dota, and they're wanting to put it into a StarCraft 2 multiplayer map called Blizzard Dota. Now, the two developers are battling head-to-head over the word Dota. All right, the fight actually stems back to about 2010, and despite the fact that Valve had no historical connection to the property or the genre, the company attempted to trademark Dota with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, which basically means they went up to the trademark office and were like, "Hey, yo, what's up, homies? Can we trademark Dota?" And the trademarks were like,
We want $10 every time somebody mentions Dota.
Man, they're getting a lot out of us today. But yeah, they went over there and they basically said, "Hey, can we get a patent on Dota?" The word Dota. And the trademark and patent offices basically told them, "Hey, you can't don't. It's an annotation or not an annotation. It's a shorten of a word. You can't trademark that, which is you really can. But Blizzard publicly spoke uh, unkindly above the move, but didn't legally pursue any type of trademark application to block them until recently they released Dota 2 launches sometime this year. So they released the fact that Dota 2 is launching sometime this year. And in front of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, Blizzard argued that the word Dota, the name Dota, has been used by Blizzard and its fans for 7 years. That it's become firmly associated in the mind of consumers with Blizzard. Even more, Blizzard argues that the original Dota needs the Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne expansion pack to play, which is completely untrue, I believe. I don't think you have to have the expansion pack to even play. You just have to have, downloaded it, because I think that they've recently put in all the textures and such. I might be wrong. I don't know. I've not played Dota in a long time. But the company has even licensed the Dota label to other companies, even though it's never filed for a trademark. So basically, I mean, Blizzard is just pulling another big company versus a little company, more or less. Just like back a couple months back when Bethesda was suing Mojang over the use of the word scrolls. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was a ridiculous accusation, and it was a ridiculous court fight. I don't even think they won. I can't remember correctly if they won or not. I was telling you a little bit about that, Zombie. Remember that?
Yeah, but I can't remember what's going on with it, so...
I
can't remember if they won or not. So
yeah, I can't remember either. Basically, what happened was a couple months back. I mean, Mojang has been trying to come out with a game called Scrolls. Obviously, Bethesda has the Elder Scrolls, so they were like, "Hey, you can't use Scrolls because it's going to confuse our players, and they're going to try and buy your game instead of ours." To which I have to say, do you really think we're that stupid? Elder Scrolls, we kind of can tell the difference. It's not that hard,
Well, not the fact that everybody calls Skyrim, not the Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Yeah, exactly. So in contrast, the applicant from Valve Corporation has never used the mark Dota in connection with any products or services that currently are available to the public. Blizzard stated, by attempting to register the mark Dota, Valve seeks to appropriate more than 7 years of goodwill that Blizzard has developed in mark of Dota 2, and in its Warcraft 3 computer game. It takes itself a name that has come to signify the product for years, and energy expended by Blizzard and fans of Warcraft 3. Basically, they're saying, hey, whoa, dude, you're trying to take over a name that we pretty much did. You're using our expansion pack, and our fans made the mod, which I think is complete bullshit, because Blizzard's sitting there trying to get money for something they didn't do. They didn't build Dota. Yeah. They didn't do any of the production in Dota. They just laid the back end. They basically laid down the skeleton for Dota.
Yeah, Dota was a mod for Blizzard games, so Blizzard feels that they should have it. But in my personal opinion, it should be whoever created Dota in the first place.
I think so. I believe it should
neither
be
Valve or Blizzard should own the term Dota, and I think that there should be a legal battle there. But that's my personal opinion about
exactly.
it.
So that's that, guys. I mean, if you guys want to read up on that, we found that over at tomshardware.com. And I believe you can read up on the... I don't know how to pronounce that. I believe you can read up on it on the uspto.gov. You can go and check out for, the actual bill, the notice of opposition, which was filed on November 16, 2011. You can actually read that over there, and it basically details a little bit better on what's going on. So, oh man, I'm trying not to cough, but I am. So that's that, guys. I mean, I'm personally against both of them having the actual trademark, because like I was saying, neither of them really did anything for the game. Neither of them really produced it until Dota 2, which Valve has been producing. But that's just my opinion. What do you think?
About the same. The only way Valve should really have permission to use Dota for Dota 2 would be if they purchased the name from the guy who originally created the mod for Warcraft 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way that they could actually have the legal, hold on it is he sold us the source, his original source, for X number of dollars. Now we're doing, Dota 2, and these guys now are saying that they own Dota, the word Dota, but we're not using any of their code anymore. You know, we're doing everything.
Well,
ourselves.
Dota 2 is still using some of the code for Warcraft 3. They still use a lot of the textures for it, but it's all updated. It's all basically 20% different, so it's their own intellectual property, more or less, you know?
Yeah.
So, that's that. And speaking of Blizzard, we're actually moving from a Blizzard topic right into another Blizzard topic. I don't know if any of you guys have heard, but they've actually pushed back Diablo 3's release date once again.
Those bastards.
So hopefully Diablo fans have some kind of patience, because today Activision announced that Diablo 3 would not be released during early 2012 as was previously expected. Basically, I don't know what's going on with it, but as part of its latest financial report today, Activision said that Diablo 3 is now targeted for the company's second quarter, which runs April to June 2012. So it's not that much of a pushback. It is a little bit. It sucks that it's pushed back because we were all expecting it to be out here pretty quickly, but it's going to be out relatively quickly. You know, it's going to be out soonish.
Until June happens, and then they're going to say.
Yeah, until June goes by, and they're going to be like, "Hey, by the way, we lied. It's going to actually be 3 years down the road." Sorry.
I really think that what happens with Blizzard is that Blizzard sets a release date, and then they push it back, and then they push it back, and then they push it back, just to get anticipation, so people buy the pre-order. So they kind of, you know, to
they're like, oh crap, there's another couple months. I gotta go and buy the pre-order. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly. It. Yeah.
So, and that's kind of, I think it's a PR tactic that they're using.
It really is.
By pushing it back. I mean,
it really is.
Finished. I mean,
it's probably they've got a beta out. You know, they have a beta out. It's a closed beta. It's a closed beta, but it's a working beta right now, you know?
And again, I have to say, those bastards.
So basically what's going on is that they were saying that Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 was at one time expected to be released in 2011, and a rumor from last month indicated the game could be launched as early as February 1st. I don't know if you remember that, Zombie, but they actually had like a picture leak.
Buy thing.
Yeah, a Best Buy over in Europe leaked a picture that that had the launch date for Diablo 3 as February 1st. However, Activision quickly shot that down, and Blizzard later announced it was implementing a host of changes to the game, which is we actually reported on in our first podcast, I believe. It might have either been our first podcast or second. I can't remember. They all blurred by pretty quickly. So, but yeah, they basically changed the whole crap load of stuff. And I kind of called it. I was like, I kind of called it. I was like, if they're changing stuff this late in the game, they're probably going to not be able to release it this early. But whatever.
So whatever. So it is what it is.
So Activision actually additionally said that today they said today that it was expecting that only one other title from Blizzard this year. The company has a number of announcement projects, including StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm, and World of Warcraft: Mists of Pandaria. So if you guys can't get your fix on Diablo 3, I mean, I guess you can go and play a Panda in World of Warcraft, or you can continue to play the same storyline from StarCraft 2. For 5 months down the road. So that's how it's gonna go. So
I kind of want to be a Kung Fu Panda.
You want to be a Kung Fu Panda? Wow.
Kung Fu Panda, fat panda like in the movie.
Sometimes, Zombie. Sometimes. No, let's talk a little about these. I haven't really heard a whole lot about StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm, because I'm not a big StarCraft player. Everybody knows that. I'm not a big StarCraft player. I'm not a very big, RTS or whatever they're called. A strategy game player like that. I don't really like those games. I suck at them like none other. I really do. The only one that I actually like is Dota 2, and that's like the first that I've ever liked.
I like StarCraft. I haven't really played StarCraft 2 because, sadly, up until a few months ago, I didn't have a machine that was actually capable of running StarCraft 2.
Exactly.
And now I think you can play like the Terran campaign.
You can play the first 10 levels of the campaign for the Terrans for free, I believe. And don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure, but I think the last time that I looked, it was the first 10 or 5 levels or something like that of
something like that. So
of the Terran campaign. So, I mean, that's that for StarCraft Heart of the Swarm. I think basically all that StarCraft Heart of the Swarm gives you is just like I don't even think it gives you another race, does it? Whoa.
In StarCraft 2?
Yeah.
Or StarCraft Heart of the Swarm?
StarCraft 2. Heart of the Swarm is just an expansion pack for StarCraft 2, I think.
Yeah, I think it's... Let me zip through this real quick.
I think that's all it gives you. I just think it gives you updated like lands and such. I don't know. If you guys in the chat can correct me. Oh, hey, look at that. I'm disconnected from the chat. Never mind. Yeah, I really don't know. Like I said, I'm not a big StarCraft fan. I've never really played it. I played StarCraft the first one, but I never played StarCraft the second one. And I probably won't until they bring it down a lot, because I think I was tempted to buy it when they dropped it down to like $29 or $20 or something like that. But unfortunately, like the day that I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go and buy it, like that day they were like, oh, you know what, Enigma could screw off. We gave him 3 weeks to go and buy the game. We're gonna jack it back up to $50, and if he doesn't like it, well, he can pay us $60.
Yeah.
So
that's how it always goes, man.
That's how it usually goes. Yep.
And
Okay, so I'm getting.
It doesn't look like it has any new additional races or anything. I think
So this is what I'm getting from the chat. It looks like Heart of the Swarm actually gives you new units for the Zerg campaign, and more than likely new multiplayer maps. So I mean, it's an expansion pack. You know, that's
exactly.
I don't know. I don't know how much they're charging for it, but if they're charging me $50 for an expansion pack that gives you units for the Zerg campaign and probably a couple of new multiplayer maps, yeah, no thanks. I don't need it.
Thank you.
And a new single player. And a new single. I'm not gonna pay $60 for a new single player, a couple of extra maps for the multiplayer, and a couple new Zerg units.
They probably won't price it at $60. They'll probably price it around $39.99. Because that's usually what expansion packs are usually.
I don't know. This is Blizzard we're talking about, dude. This is Blizzard we're talking about. They get every penny out of you that they possibly can.
That is true. That is
the expansion packs for World of Warcraft, $60 each. You know, it's one. Blizzard.
Yeah. Those bastards.
And then of course Mr. Pandaria, I should say. You know, basically all you're getting on that is just pandas. Yay, pandas. Fat pandas.
Jack Black.
You could be a brewmaster, from what I've heard, which I think is ridiculous because I don't think the pandas. Yeah, I don't think the pandas should have gotten brewmaster. I think that actual dwarfs should have gotten brewmaster, because dwarfs when I look at brewmastery, I say, okay, well, what the hell do pandas have on dwarves? You know, dwarves have always been notorious for being drunkards. You know.
Yep, dwarves are the tank drunken tank masters.
Well, brewmaster, they're saying in the chat right now that brewmaster is a tank spec, and
again,
I still think that it should have been for the dwarves. Yeah, I still think that it should have been for the dwarves, not the freaking Pandarans, unless they're going to take it and make you, give you the ability. Well, I can't speak again. Give you the ability to be a brewmaster in any other race. It's ridiculous. I think that they should have given the dwarves the brewmasters, and then said F off to the Pandarans. Agreed. So yeah, there you go. LOL Gamer is saying that all races but Worgen and Goblins can be a brewmaster, and that Pandarans are more drunk than dwarfs. That's not true. No.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, that's not true. That is not true. That is not true, LOL. That is not true at all. I can tell you this for a fact.
Anyway,
because I am drunk.
We're kind of getting 9 minutes.
Kind of getting off. Yeah, we're kind of getting off topic. So, I mean, that's the end of the show, basically, guys. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was quick. It's always quick. It went by quick for me. Did it go very quick for you?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out this Sam Broadcaster thing. So.
My connection sucks, so I made him do the broadcasting. But anyways, I mean,
like triple the.
Yeah, it doesn't help
that you do. So.
Doesn't help that you have a better freaking connection to the internet than me. So basically, how we end off the show every week is we tell you about the new releases for next week, and there isn't that many coming out next week. The two real games of note that I saw were UFC Undisputed 3 made by THQ. That's releasing next week, and I know that you're going to be excited about that, Zombie, because you're a UFC freaking fanatic.
Oh,
but
snickety snap.
it's going to be releasing on the 14th next week, so Tuesday of next week. You can pick that
Valentine's
up.
Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. Go and get your. I don't know if you guys have boyfriends or what. I don't know.
Okay.
Do we have any girls? Do we have any girls listening right now? I don't know.
You.
Your mother. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, if you've got anybody that maybe your chick likes UFC games, go and buy that for her next week on Tuesday. Be like, hey baby, here's some roses and UFC Undisputed 3.
I'm gonna tenderize your heart by pounding in this guy's face.
Yeah, exactly. And then also another game to know next week is Twisted Metal by Sony Computer Entertainment. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was that game from a long time ago where you basically drove around crazy vehicles. Like they had a ice cream truck with a clown head on it, and then it would shoot bullets. And it was basically a free for all death match with like crazy cars and vehicles and such. It was a fun game. It really was. It really was. That releases as well on Tuesday, and then you've also got a crap load of PS Vita games because the PS Vita just barely came out. I believe it's this week or it's early next week.
I believe it was on the 10th. Yes.
Yeah, you've got a crap load of PS Vita games that I did not want to mention because there's just too many of them. I would spend 20 minutes just trying to get through every single PS Vita game that's coming out next week, and then you guys be like, "Well, I don't even have a PS Vita. Why is he talking about PS Vita games?" So those were pretty much the only notable, console and PC games that I saw coming out next week. So there you go, guys. If you like either of those, go and check them out. You can get them at any of your normal your normal gaming outlets and such. I have Best Buy and stuff. I don't know if you guys have Best Buy over in Europe, but that's what we have over here in the United States, over across the pond, as you guys would say. But yeah, those are the notable releases for next week. So go check them out, guys. So that's pretty much the end of the show. I mean, we're like 5 minutes early too. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, I was going to say who likes Marilyn Manson, because we're going to play some Personal Jesus on the way out.
Well, there you go. Personal Jesus. So, again, guys, if you guys want to hear us, if you guys missed some of the podcast, go and check. Well, if you guys missed some of the podcast, why would you be listening to me right now? But if you guys missed some of the podcast, go over to youtube.com/MaxGamerPodcast. We'll be uploading this sometime this weekend. Probably tomorrow. Maybe tonight.
Probably tomorrow.
Depends on when Zombie gets off his ass and actually does it, And then when I'm not being lazy and going and annotate it. So yeah, we'll be releasing it sometime this week. Don't forget to go over to our Facebook page and like the page for your chance to win a free copy of Dirt 3. I think we're gonna give it to the end of the night, so we're gonna probably do like maybe, I don't know. What do you want to do?
I say when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'll just pick somebody.
All right, so basically whenever Zombie gets his ass up tomorrow, somebody's going to win Dirt 3. So continue to go over there and like our page. Go to www.facebook.com/MaxGamerPodcast for your chance to win a copy of Dirt 3. Also go to twitter.com/MaxGamerPodcast. Wow. Oh my gosh, my brain. It's slow. Move faster, brain.
Must move faster.
You can also go and check us out, Facebook. Oh, I already said Facebook. Max-gamer.com website. Yeah, website. Max-gamer.com. Click the shop button. Buy a t-shirt. We need t-shirts.
Buy a t-shirts.
Buy them, please. They are
please.
Awesome t-shirts.
Please.
They really are awesome t-shirts, guys. And they're very reasonably priced. I mean, they're $16 US. I don't know what that is in the UK, but it's less than us because the UK, for some reason, has a better currency than the United States right now. I don't know why. Probably because our president is a dipshit, but whatever. We're not going to go into that. So.
And on that note, we're going to head out. So.
Yep, we'll talk to y'all later. Don't forget to check me out every Friday at about the same time, and don't forget to listen to us next week live again, same time, same place, Nordisol Radio, NordisolRadio.com, where gamers rock. Stay tuned, guys. We got Obscenely Obscure with Luminari coming up right after this. Peace.